Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our first workshop. My name is Nykita, Laidlow. Today we're going to be looking at developmentally appropriate practices for children ages 3 to 5 years old. First, we're going to be looking at what are developmentally appropriate practices. According to the NAEYC, developmentally appropriate practices are teaching approaches designed by research on ways children learn and develop. Additionally, its purpose is for teachers to promote optimal learning and development for children from birth to 8 years old. The DAP is widely established and it is a standard for early childhood education throughout many countries. There are some key principles that we must consider when we are developing these programs. I have here from 1 to 5. Number 1, designing a caring community of learners. A caring community involves children feeling loved, cared, and respected. Number 2, enhancing learning and development using best teaching practices. It is our responsibility as educators to provide the strategies and instruction and activities necessary to ensure that optimal development is taking place. Achieving goals through a planned curriculum. A planned curriculum, it gives us guidance on what we should teach, we shouldn't teach, and it ensures that it is age appropriate for the children. We have evaluating what children learn. We have evaluation through observations, formative and summative assessments. These are there and they should take place to make sure that we know that children have learned, or if we have to reteach something. 5, creating mutual relationships. When we have respectful relationships with effective communication, it builds positive relationships for parents and with children. What are developmental and educational programs? We say that they are a collection of activities determined by the institution, in our case the Ministry of Education, to promote learning and development through objectives or the accomplishment of specified tasks. These programs should cater to the holistic development of all children. When we talk about holistic development, we're talking about the language, the physical, the cultural, the cognitive, the social and emotional, the spiritual development of all children. We say that we have to cater to those needs. Children have needs, so we cater to them. And we do that using or through a nurturing and stimulating environment, and as mentioned before, a variety of strategies and activities. Now you might ask, why am I here, or why did I choose to do a workshop on developmental and educational programs? Now I believe that all children should be given the opportunity to learn and develop. Through my observations, I noticed that children struggle with understanding the content. Some of it was above their level of comprehension. I noticed that activities did not cater to the needs of all children. Therefore, sometimes they get lost or they're not interested in what's happening in the classroom. Being in a diverse society, I noticed that there was a lack of such teaching. Teachers struggle with the delivery of content. They only provided one way of teaching and learning. And you know what happens when you only provide one way? The children are not interested in what you're saying. And also, I believe that this workshop will assist in creating the best environment for learning and development. Now, the best practices for early childhood development 2008. This is a document that we use as a guide. It indicates where improvements can be made in programs. So you have your program, and this guide is going to show us which practices were appropriate or acceptable and which practices are not. Now let us look at the first inappropriate practice observed. We said that the ECPs do not engage the children in their learning. Learning is teacher-centered, or what we would describe as the sage and the stage. The teacher is in front, saying everything, and the students are just there sitting and listening. Rules are created to control the children and not the behaviors. So we have rules such as don't run, don't shout, don't do this, don't do that, instead of saying speak quietly. So we're not trying to control the behaviors, but we're trying to control the children, and that's inappropriate. The ECPs choose children's activities and do not allow them to explore and experiment with materials in order to problem solve. Here is an appropriate practice that you should consider. The ECPs encourage children to engage in problem solving, asking open-minded questions, and exchanging point of views. Let children have an opportunity to speak to you, to tell you what they're thinking, tell you what's on their mind. Here is another of the inappropriate practice observed. It said that there was no planning for children with special needs. Now, when we talk about special needs, we're talking about children who are academically challenged, physically challenged, as well as the exceptionalities, right? An appropriate practice that you should consider is to be able to identify children with special needs and plan accordingly. If you have a classroom full of students, you're supposed to know or have an idea of the learning style or the learning capability of each of your child. Activities that support practices. There are various types of activities that can be used in the classroom to help children to be actively engaged in the class, as well as catering for the children with special needs. These activities should be age and developmentally appropriate. In order for children to be more actively engaged in the learning process, as well as catering for diversity, we can have small group discussions. So have each child an opportunity, or give them an opportunity to give their points, say what they're thinking. You know, encourage dialogue in your class. We have dramatization. We can use costumes for them to express themselves. We have drawing. The same way we use the drawing as an opportunity to express themselves. And learning corners. You can have a learning corner. You have your books. You have your big books with pictures. That's for those children who are not able to recognize words as yet. We use them and just have materials there for them to manipulate. In another inappropriate practice observed, where there are limitations on children's opportunities. The ECPs, they insist on large group experiences where children, they wait for a long period of time. So it's like they have to wait so long for their turn, right? Appropriate practice that you should consider is to promote free play opportunities. And activities to support this practice, where there are limited opportunities for free play. It is vital for children at this age, ages 3 to 5. We have to have play in the classroom, right? We can use blocks for playing. These blocks, they can use them to build whatever they want. It's developing their imagination. Let them solve puzzles. Give them opportunity to paint and the use of the Play-Doh. Another inappropriate practice observed is where children, they hardly get an opportunity to interact with the outdoors. They're indoors all of the time. Appropriate practice to consider is where we plan for both indoor and outdoor environment. We said that the outdoor provides children with experiences that they would not meet in the indoors. Activities that will help is to provide nature and observation walks, which helps them gain understanding of the world around them. The final inappropriate practice observed is where the teachers, they don't provide a print-rich environment or verbal interaction to support the children's learning. So you go to a classroom and it is completely blank. There isn't any posters, there isn't any labels, there isn't anything there to show that this is what the children are learning. An appropriate practice to consider is to provide opportunities to freely explore both verbal and written language so that they create their own stories. Activities, a print-rich environment can include the display of children's names, the use of labels in the classroom. So you will see the word cupboard on the cupboard. You will see the word whiteboard on the whiteboard. You see the word door on the door. So they're able to identify these words if they see them again or on their books or anything like that, because this is what they interact with on a daily basis. Display of children's work. So see, the children can come and say, this is what I did. This is what I did. This is what Kendra did. They have their work there in the classroom. It makes them proud of what they have done. And the final one is the poetry corner. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed, and we will